Hi everyone, Emma here. I have a quick unboxing to do and then I think we'll make a bracelet. So let's go ahead and start with these goodies that I got. So these had been ordered a long time ago and they finally showed up. I'm not sure what the holdup was, but these are gorgeous. Oh, it's not even in focus. What is going on with my camera here today? Okay, let's take it out. So these were ordered, I guess I should get all of them out. They were, and it came with these lovely little linen bags. Quite cute. They were really nice. So that was really nice of them to send. And so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I think there's 1,000 and it was about $4 for 1,000. So that's pretty good. I picked orange because it's probably my favorite color. It depends what day it is. It could be, or depends what I'm unboxing. So this is how they come. I actually like these little packages because then I keep them in there and I feel like the white on the background, I don't know if that's getting good. There, that's a little better. You're getting, with the white background, you're getting kind of a true color of the beads, and then they're pretty easy to store. So I even, right now, all I have is the mushroom containers that you get from the grocery store. I clean them out and then I stack these one in front of the other like this, and you can get 2 rows in this big container. And this way I have it on my shelf. I can kind of flip through and see what's there, but you're not going to believe what came today. I'm like so overwhelmed with this. And you know, this was the November 11th sale that they had on AliExpress. I decided I had bought some of these Bicones in like pink, blue, topaz, a few just random colors that I thought I would use a lot of. And like, I'm just burning through them. I'm using them up so quick. So I decided, you know what, there's those, and then there's some crystal rondelles that I need for bracelets. And when they had the sales, like, okay, and all I had to do was go to like one item and they had like 30 different colors and different AB finishes and stuff. And all of a sudden I'm like, okay, click this many of those, this many of those. Oh, I have to have all those colors. So you're going to flip out. So you're going to get a sneak peek of this. I'll put it on my desk. This is what came today, and this was all from one seller. Let me see if I opened one to show you how incredible these are. So these are 4mm Bicones. Now in here it's mostly Bicones, but I also have drop crystals, yeah, and I just, like, we're only the 27th, and it was part of the November 11th, so I guess it is 2 weeks. It seems like it's quick, because usually these are so, let me, this way, it's usually, takes months to get your stuff. So let's see if I can show you one of the interesting, yeah, so this one has all the different drops. There's different sizes, different colors. So these are the red, opaque red. These look amazing. So I will do this video next. So I'm gonna actually put this away. It's gonna distract me. Oh my gosh. So this was all from one seller. And yeah, whoever the seller is, I guess because it was so heavy, they sent it through courier service, and I ended up getting dinged for charges, not for the shipping, but courier services will do a brokerage fee so that it clears customs. So I ended up, it wasn't a lot, but it was annoying because you think, you know, when I search these prices, the prices I get are, you know, 10 cents less than another seller, that kind of thing. And then, you know, the sale may be only 30 cents off of one item. So if you think you pay, you know, $20 for a shipment across so many items, you're going to end up, it's no longer a deal. Oh well. I mean, there are worse things in the world, so that's not too bad. I am going to enlarge this so you can get a better idea. So these are beautiful. So yeah, I need to think of a way to store these now, because as you saw what I have, I no longer, the mushroom containers aren't going to work anymore, and I don't even know if keeping them in these containers are going to work. And the fact that they're in here I like also, because when I want to do a project and I'm sitting in front of the TV, I can just grab one of these and one or two of them with a bunch of other stuff, and I'm set to go for my project. But I'll figure it out. Again, there are worse problems out there. So I wanted to get these because I was doing a bracelet. It's really dark. I wonder if this needs to go up a bit. No, I guess it's overcast outside, so sneak peek here at this bracelet here. So these are the red bicones, but I kind of wanted to do some green for the leaves and stuff. Now this design is really beautiful, but I think having the green bicones to create leaves would be really nice. So that's those guys. So like I said, this is a really quick. These are really beautiful, these colors. Then these guys came. Oh, that's so funny. They sent me some elastic cord. And one of those, it's like a piece of wire that they use for needles. That's funny. And so these guys came. So I have ordered these before, and I made a gorgeous bracelet for Brittany with them. And let me show you these guys. So I should have looked them up. I remember her asking me what the bead was. I want to say jasper. And it this color is not coming out right. Let me see if that changed it. So the color you're seeing is kind of a pale blue. It's actually turquoise. Like, oh, beautiful, beautiful turquoise. And that's why I bought these, because of course when I made her bracelet I used up my whole strand with them. And I used, I think, this and this. I made a cuff bracelet. So these are 10s. And they were super cheap. They were only like maybe $2.50 a strand. I have to double check. These took a long time to come. It could be more like 3 and change, but they're so beautiful. I had to get some more. I probably should have ordered like 2 of each. So I got the different sizes that they had. And I think they had larger sizes too, like 12s and 14s, but I just stuck with these guys. They're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Let's take this out here. So I gotta start doing some leather cuff bracelets with these guys. These are gorgeous. I think those are 2s. Let me... No, they're 4s. Man, telling size in some of these beads. Like if I saw this in a glass bead, I'd know what size it is. So there's nothing different about it. They just look so tiny to me, and these must be 6s. Yeah, these are 6s. So these were beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, so again, you gotta imagine a turquoise color, because these are, I should see, I have different color temperatures. Maybe it'll change the color. But left a little still. Nope. So you might have to go to the AliExpress. I'll try and find the link and put it in the link, because these are gorgeous. I would definitely recommend them. And next to leather, they look stunning. The bracelet I made for Brittany was a white cuff bracelet with a beautiful starfish button that I patinaed. I'll try and find the video and link it to this video, and that'll have the information on these beads. They're so beautiful. And I used white leather. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. Yeah. So there's those. And the big thing that I was waiting for was these guys. So I have been getting into pearls lately and making pearl bracelets. So let's open this up, and I'll tell you why. Because I ordered this from the same seller at the same time, hoping to have the different sizes so that I could match it in a bracelet if I needed to. I don't know if you can see what I see. We have medium pink, light pink, dark pink, medium pink. So I think these slightly match. Yeah, I think those match. And these don't match at all. So I wasn't too happy about that. They're gorgeous. And I have worked with these ones already. And these ones, I think. Yeah, I did a bracelet with these two. And that'll be in another video. They're beautiful. All of them are just gorgeous. But sadly, they don't match. So, no big. They were super cheap. There's, I think, 400 in these, and they were like $3. So let's open it up to show you. You can see, oh my god, they're just so lovely to work with. They are absolutely spectacular. So yeah, and these are 10s, I think. No, these are 8s. Okay, these are 8s. They're beautiful. Just love them. The colors gorgeous, the feels gorgeous, the finish You can see there's not a lot of little things sticking out everywhere in the finish, so I would definitely recommend these. But just be aware you're not going to get a match, and maybe what I should do is send them a message and ask them what the deal is if they don't match, because in the pictures, of course, they match, or I think they match. I have to check that. And there's these are gorgeous. Look at that, they are beautiful, and they look just spectacular, and for the most part the shapes are good. This one stuck together. That's the first one I've seen, and usually you can just pop them apart, so you do get like the finish sticking up, but it usually rubs off. It's fine. I wouldn't pick it off, because if you pick it off you might pull all the way down. So that's just me. I mean, this is the first time working with pearls, so I'm new to this. So these actually look, these are 4s, these are 2s. Let's take a look at these guys. They are beautiful. Oh my gosh. You know, at this point, I don't care about the color. They're so gorgeous. Sometimes, too, I find on a smaller bead, the color gets more intense. And it might just be a visual thing. And again, once you put it on a bracelet, like, they're most likely not going to be, for the bead weaving bracelets that I'm doing, they're not going to be like right next to each other. You'll probably have some 11/0, say silver or white beads to go with it to put them together. So they'll be separated a bit. You may not notice it, and you may get like a really interesting effect with them. So let's look at these. These are beautiful. I'm just like going crazy over the pink. Oh my god, look at these. These are amazing. They're beautiful. When I play with our cats, I say, oh, they're so beautiful. And then I turn to my wife and I say, Mommy, can we keep them? She's like, I think it's too late for that. They're staying. And that's what I want to say about these beads. Can I keep them? They're so pretty. I want them all to myself. No sharesies, I called it. So that's those lovely beads. And so this is from the other package, but I need them. I need all my beads. I need them. And the reason I need them is because we're going to make a bracelet. So we're not doing too bad here. We're only 18 minutes in. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. Wow. I'm so excited. Wait till you see what we're gonna make. So let me put those there. Lovely. And so this was made from a strand that I got at Michael's. I don't know if I showed you this. So this is right angle weave, and I was just sitting watching TV and grabbed a bunch of things in a little bin and thought, okay, well, I know how to do right angle weave. So I did it with one strand, which is what this ended up being. And of course that's not long enough to make a bracelet. So I took these little pearls. Again, I got these from a Michael's haul. Things falling off my desk. Yeah, so I got those at a Michael's haul. So I added the right angle weave. I just continued on from here into this. And then I went back with my tail, because I left quite a bit of tail. And I went backwards on this one. And I just created this little loop I didn't want to frill it up because I feel like this looks a little more elegant, and you can see actually this is the Michael's pearls, so just be careful. These are supposed to be glass and it's opaque, but they're beautiful. I love them, so I don't really care. These are practice pieces for me. When I start getting into the Swarovski crystal Bicones and stuff, you're going to see some really more expensive beads, better pearls, that kind of thing. So for the button, and I think it was a bunch of people do this, the really expert beaders. So I decided to try it. So I added one of these large beads that was from the Michael's haul, and that's a 10mm bead. And yeah, so I use that as my button with a little bicone on the top. And then, of course, I had to add bling. So I added these gorgeous, these are just crystal, Chinese crystals with the rainbow AB on it. And ta-da! If I can get it in there with my fumbly fingers. There we go. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so we are going to make this, but we're going to do it with the pink pearls. So we need, I was going to use those big ones, but I think all I need is these little ones. These were the $6mm pearls. So I think that's these guys, these really bright pink ones. Before I pour them all out, I better measure it. Yeah, that's 6. Oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. Look at that. Let me get my little wedge here so that I can show you my circuit. There, that's a little better. Let's put, well, we can, I think there's 20 in this. So let's 5, 10. Okay, there's enough there. So that's those guys. And okay, then we need the small ones, but I wanted to have it contrast from like this, how this is blue, and then you have the champagne colored ones to kind of outline this part of the bracelet. So I'm going to do the same, and I have these champagne, these are, of course they don't say, they're 4mm I believe. Let's measure them. Oops. Yeah, 4mm. So we will need most likely a strand. So let's clip a strand off of this. These are all going to come flying off. Oh, there. Okay, we'll put those aside. And last but not least, we need, and I don't have a big pearl like this, unless it's blue. We could actually use one of these 8mm. So yeah, let's pull one of those out. But what I did pull out was this beautiful rondelle, faceted AB rondelle. So that could work as well, but let's pull out one of these guys. It might be too close inside. We'll see. We will see. And we'll need a needle. Okay, so we need our seed beads. And here's the other thing, because yesterday I did a unboxing of my metallic seed beads that I ordered on wholesale from Marie, that she helped me out on that. So I need, geez, now I can't, they must be all 11 O's. These little ones here look tinier, but I would imagine they're the same. So yeah, I think that's 11 O's I need. So this is what I wanted to show you. I need your help. Move this over because I need to match the pink, the opaque kind of cloudy white, and the pearl. I'm thinking probably silver, but you never know. So let's take a look at what we have. I think I just like showing them off. It's like, remember these guys from yesterday? It'll be like a month from now. Remember these guys from a month ago? I just want to play with them. So, let's see. Okay, I'm going to put the silver aside because that's kind of a no-brainer. So, we have three different types of gold. And I guess the best way to do this would be to take a head pin and put some on and set it next to those colors to get an idea. But you know what? The more I look at this one, I think we should really glam it up. Worst gets to worst, we'll have to just redo the whole bracelet. This is the silver here, so definitely the silver will look amazing. But I feel like I want it shinier. I could go with, so I'm just kind of looking. Yeah, it's hard to know. This one is just so gorgeous. It would really bling it up, but I kind of want those, you know what, I'm going to show restraint and I'm going to go with the silver. I think that's the smartest move, and if I still want to, I'll try these other colors. Oh, I want to play with you. So we need some of these. So let's see if we can scoop some out. Oh, this is wild. This is wild. They are beautiful. Just lovely. Yeah, I think we made the right choice. Thank you for your help, everyone. I could hear you guys going, no, Emma, you need to use silver. Yummy, yummy. This is so awesome. Okay. Let me get my thread and we'll get started. Okay, let me see. I'll put those there. Can't remember what type of line I used on this. And the reason I'm checking is because I find that doing right angle weave, so this is probably a 6 pound. I find that right angle weave ends up really loosey-goosey. So, and that may be just my lack of skill. So this is 8 pounds, so maybe the 8 pound would work. Okay. I just need to check that I have enough. Okay, I do have another 8 pound here, because now I don't know if this is this. It is. Let's see how much is on this. This came off of another bracelet that I had taken too much out, I think. So we might as well use it up if it's long enough. Oh, no, it's only one wingspan, and I feel like we need a little bit more than that. I usually do one and a bit, so let's put this guy away for later. Put it in there, get rid of this. Okay, and there may not be enough on this. Now that I see this, this is probably not enough. Yeah. I'm just stunned. I'm making so many bracelets that I'm going through these guys so quickly. And hang on to that. I might use it to string on. I'm trying to find, yeah, this isn't even a wingspan, so this is going to go in the bin. Make some earrings with it. Little bracelets and finishing stuff. So I got some bad news today. I just got a call from the surgeon's office, and my appointment is next Tuesday, or was next Tuesday, and he is not going to be there. So I was told because of COVID and all this stuff that my appointment wouldn't be till mid-January. So I am so disappointed, because I'm at the point now that I need the surgery. Let's get it over with. Let's get started on the rehab, you know, that kind of thing. And now I know what fell on the floor earlier. It's my scissors. So I'm so annoyed. But and here's the thing, I wanted to do the surgery sooner than later because I'm a cyclist and I would like to be completely rehabilitated so that I can cycle in the spring. But if this surgery, you know, by the time I see him, it could be a couple of months before I have surgery. So that's going to take me into the spring. I may end up not doing it. So I am close to tears with disappointment. But what are we going to do? Maybe I'll get a cancellation or something. And wait till my wife hears. She's not going to be happy because it affects her cycling as well. I mean, she doesn't mind cycling short distances around our neighborhood. But, yeah. Okay, so let me see how I want to start this. Because what I did was, because I hadn't thought through this whole thing, I just went and did the big beads and then finished off on this side and then came back and finished the tail to finish the clasp. So I might do that because I'm not big into starting with the clasp. I like to add my clasp after. So yeah, I think I'll start with the pinks, but I will, so pretty sure there's 20 in here, but I better count them. So 7 and 5, 12, 15, 19. Well, it's a good thing I counted. 20, 5, 31 beads. That doesn't make sense. I didn't count that right. But let's count 30 here just, and we'll know when we get to the end if there's a bead missing. It's hard to do right angle weave with like a odd number. Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28. So I need 2 more, and we'll leave the others out. It's interesting, these beads don't look very dark right now, but when I went to pull them out, I was like, wow, these are dark. So let's get started. So I am gonna pick up, let's put some awesomeness there. Oh my god, they're so pretty. They're so teeny tiny pretty. Wow, these are gorgeous. Okay. So we're just doing 4 pearls to start, but we're adding a seed bead between them. And you start with a seed bead and end with a pearl, because you're going to turn this into a circle. And you know, I'm just going to say this now, this is not a tutorial. I am new to this. I've probably done about, well, I've probably done 20 now of right angle weave, but there are people out there on the YouTube, as my mom used to call it, that YouTube thing, that are so much better at this, and I would recommend taking a look at their videos. This is more of, let's just hang out with Emma. There's a lot. Oh, I needed to leave a big tail, that's right, too. That's why that's so long. So we'll just go through. So you pass through all of them. So yeah, I'm like, I just got the call before I started this video. And, you know, what do you say? Like, come on, a month for a follow-up appointment? But, and the thing was, it wasn't the normal I want to say secretary, but I don't know if she's a secretary or a nurse. But it was there. It's usually a different person that calls, and so I'm going to tie this, even though this is quite a large tail. So you could put a stop bead, but let's just do this, and we'll just snug hide this inside the bead. So yeah, you know what, I gotta stop thinking about it and just move on. I think part of it too is I was doing some stuff with my videos, so I have a bunch of videos done that I was getting ready for the rehab phase, so that I had something to release for you guys to watch, so it wouldn't be, you know, you wouldn't miss seeing me. So there's a little kind of like a bubble on this one. You really have to look to see it. I think I need a new light. So okay, so let's go through this, and we're going to come out the pearl like that, and we're getting ready to add the rest, and this part goes really fast. So there we go. That. So now seed bead, pearl. Let's move this over. seed bead. Yeah, so I had all these videos banked, and what was happening too was I wasn't liking how that was working, because I do this for fun. I don't do this to get recognition off of YouTube or anything like that. I do it so that I have a way of connecting with people, so I'm not lonely. And doing videos are really lonely. Like, it's boring because nobody's there, right? So when I do them, I know that within an hour of me posting it, there'll be tons of comments and I can start talking to people. So, and I know a lot of people said, oh, you could do live videos and stuff, and I definitely will do that. But I thought, it'd be nice. So this is looking good. This almost looks washed out to me. Maybe too much light. So now I am going to turn it like that, and I'm going to go up through the seed bead, the pearl, the seed bead, and I'm going to pull this because it's starting to get a bit loose, and let's move that away because it's getting tangled, and maybe those guys too. There. So yeah, just pull it. And then we're going to go through the pearl, but not through the seed bead on the other side. Like that. Because we're going to add seed beads when we do the next pass. So you see how there's a seed bead there, seed bead there. So then later on, when I add the bicones, I'm going to use those seed beads to connect things. So yeah, so I'm still trying to process what I'm going to do with those videos, if I'm going to go ahead and put them out there for people to watch, or just kind of have like a bit of a delay, in the sense that if they're a week and 2 weeks old, if I start playing them now, they're not too bad. I mean, they're still, wait till you see them, you're gonna flip. They're awesome videos, I just have to say. Toot my own horn here. Yeah, I had so much fun doing them, and of course, I do them, and then it's like a big letdown because nobody's there. Nobody's saying, that's crazy, Emma. Oh my gosh. Wait till you do this, and wait till I see that. And so yeah, that is the fun part of this whole process. I mean, this is fun doing this, but it's definitely a lot more fun when somebody sees it and it responds positively to what you're doing. So, and we just started the isolation again into like a lockdown, which really doesn't mean a lot for us, except for we're not going to the gym now. But it's really kind of gotten both my wife and I down, and my wife's been very positive through everything. And she said to me last night, she said, this is really starting to bother me. I didn't think it would, but it's like annoying. And part of the reason I think it's annoying is we know why it's happening. We have several universities here. One's a university for dental students, medical students, I guess, and dentistry. So it's a pretty popular university for students to go to from other cities, countries. We have a lot of international students. We also have a really amazing art college, and students come from all over the world, and they do all kinds of amazing artistry, you know, blowing glass and graphic design and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So there's lots of students there, and then we have just the other universities. So we have a big population of students, and I guess what I'm getting at is, oh, I strung everything, but I didn't go through my, so we have to take this off. I didn't go reposition my thread. So they, I guess it must have been over the weekend. I don't know if it was during the week. Anyway, not too long ago, like less than 5 days ago, the police were called to a house party of 60 students. So they fined the person in the house $1,000, but they didn't fine any of the 60 students. So, you know, to me, that is not a deterrent, because if you get 60 students, everybody pitches in, they'll easily cover that $1,000 fine. So, you know, you're not learning any life lesson. And, you know, to be fair, like, this could impact somebody's life. You could kill somebody by exposing them to COVID. And they're just not getting it because they're, you know, immune. So they think. So, and of course, that doesn't, you know, say what that does to businesses that had to close. Yeah, so that part's frustrating. So that's why our numbers went up. Now, of course, I feel like they're not telling us something, because the numbers don't go up immediately when you have something like this happening. I'm just untangled here. Yeah, so they're not telling us something. I think there must have been something else going on, that they had an idea of these numbers. So, but I guess, yeah, because like for the numbers to go up now, something in the last 2 weeks must have happened. So, anyway, I'm sorry to be such a Debbie Downer. I'm just like, I'm still kind of processing this information. I just find something like surgery is a serious thing, that, you know, to have it canceled like that is, I don't know, it's not good. Now, positive thing for me is I'm retired, and I can do cancellations. And as well, because I do OMAD, I could actually get a cancellation for the following day, because I would have not eaten until a certain time. Like, I don't eat till 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So this is starting to look really beautiful. It won't take long if I just don't mess up my thread. So yeah, I have a bunch of videos for you guys. And you know what? Maybe what will cheer me up is releasing them and hearing the awesome comments that people leave. And because of doing keto, I'm also don't have the ability to snack. And, old habits die hard where, you're in a crappy mood. It's like, oh, hell, let's just order a pizza, watch a movie, and have some chips or have a chocolate bar. And I can't do any of that. I actually pulled out these keto treats that my sister sent me yesterday, and unfortunately they have sugar in them. So they are keto in the sense that they are lower in sugar than most chocolates. But the amount that I would be allowed to eat to stay in keto was so little, I was like, do I really want to cheat? Well, it wouldn't have been a cheat. But the problem is, you get a snack like that and they taste so good, you want to finish the whole bag. So it's like, nope, can't do it. As my wife's sitting there eating chips. She's like, are you sure it's okay? I brought these in the house. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I almost told her yesterday. She went shopping yesterday during the lockdown. So, am I going to complain? No. So, they have the stores at 25% lockdown. So she said she went at dinner time, and that's what she usually does. She either goes first thing in the morning or at dinner time, and it doesn't really have any, it's not an issue. You know what I was just thinking with this bracelet? I don't actually have to change the beading on it because I have a ton of these beads. I'm not going off of a strand. And look what I was almost going to do again. Forgot to set up my thread. So, but you know what? I kind of like that design. What did I do? Something's jammed up here. I kind of like that design. It almost looks like a watch strap kind of thing where, you have the big piece in the middle and then the tinier at the edges. So yeah, I think we'll continue. We can always do another one and do it all the way. I'm sure I will be doing some of this, watching TV. So the other thing, we're having problems sleeping because we're kind of worked up. Sometimes positive, sometimes in this kind of frustration mode. And then we end up, I didn't go to bed till 7 this morning. And my wife ended up, she started reading a book for the second time, Ready Player One. We had, when it first came out, the book, we read it. And it was so good. I really enjoyed it. It's super easy to read. It's like a quick kind of, oh, that's 4. I don't need 4. My stuff is getting tangled. Is it tangled? No. So the movie's since come out. The movie is really good, but it's not even as good as the book. The book is just really, really good. And the thing that I liked about the book was all the references to the 80s. And, growing up in the 80s, I was born in 65. So growing up in the 80s, all the cultural stuff is referenced in this book. So it's like really cool or really interesting. So yeah, it's definitely a book you should read. So the Ready Player 2 came out and she started reading it and she was like, it's been a while since I read the other book. I think I need to read the first one over to kind of get into it. So that's what she was doing. So of course, that book, it's a book that I read and I didn't want to put it down. It was so interesting. And then the story just moves along really fast. And if I was doing something else, like Like I normally read before I go to bed, so if I was watching TV or having dinner, I kept thinking, oh, I can't wait till it's time to go read my book. like I can only read my book at bedtime, right? But so that's how good it was. Like it was on my mind. I wanted to keep reading it. So definitely a book you should look into. So she started reading it, and I think she may have finished it over the day kind of thing. But of course, she was up all night last night reading it. I think it was like 7:30 in the morning, and she finished it. So we both went to bed at 7:30. I was in my bed with my tablet, looking up beautiful bracelets to make, to get inspired again. So I have to say, these Miyuki 11O beads are delicious. They are so much better than the Tohos. So I was using Tohos, and I'll tell you, these are, so far, they are more uniform than the Tohos. Sometimes I'll get a Toho and I'm like, oh, that's way too big. I need to, get rid of that one kind of thing. So we're almost done here. I might need another 2 pearls, I think. I think that's what I felt like the number was off. So yeah, these are gorgeous. And oh my god, look at how beautiful they look. So I'll have to try and do a bracelet that's mostly, you know what I have? I have this pattern that Mila did. I'm so excited, I have to tell you. Okay, I'll just finish that thought before I move on. Oh, I didn't put enough beads. I'm so excited. I forgot to put another pearl. Yeah, I have a pattern that Mila did, and I made 2. And the first one was kind of wonky because I'm so new to beading. And then the second one was a bit better, but I still think I didn't do it right. So maybe the third time will be a charm. But you use all 11O seed beads. And then these tiny little, you know what? I have some beautiful 3mm Swarovski Bicones. So I could use those in it, and that would make a gorgeous bracelet. And then you really get to see these beautiful seed beads. So let me see how close I am to the other one. Yeah, that's it there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. So maybe we should leave it. Let me measure this one on the mandrel. I'm trying to get away from measuring on with a ruler because I did that the other day and I was shocked at how off I was. So I think I'd like it to be 7 1/4. This is not 7 1/4, so this is 7. So I think we should put some more pearls on. All tangled here. So that's not even 7. Oh, there. Show you what I'm doing here. So this is the 7 mark, and it's not even matching up. So let's, I'm gonna add at least 2 more sets. That would give me, that would give me enough to make a 7 1/4 bracelet. So the other thing too is now before I forget, I'm gonna add the amount of pearls that I need. So 1 more there, and 1, 2, 3. I'm almost thinking of adding another one to make it 7.5. You know what? I think I would probably have to add 2 more to make it 7.5. There. The other thing I was going to say, the other thing I'm finding a bit overwhelming right now is I have these grandiose ideas of sending packages to people and there's stuff that I want to do, but of course I want to do it and send bracelets. Oh, look what I did. I'm in the wrong side. Eek. I thought it looked weird. I was like, why is... I would have gone through that seed bead already. Oy vey. There. So that's the tail that I was looking at. Okay. Yeah, so I have, but you know what I should do is just, I should skip the idea of this is going to happen for Christmas. And I know right now, people listening to this video, they know who they are. They're going to say to me, Emma, don't worry about it. Send it when you can. It's so kind of you to do this. Don't even think about stressing about it. So, I should. But I'm just like, it's important to me to thank people. So one of the things I wanted to do to thank people is do these 6x6 paintings that I do on this beautiful wooden panel. That's like a totally finished frame canvas. And I paint different things on it, but I was going to do some birds and send them to people. And send them some beads and some bracelets. So I have to get people's sizes and whatnot. So you know what? I should do that. I will talk to the people first, and maybe what I'll do is, if they're okay with it, I will mention, this is what I'm making for so and